In today's video, I am going to talk about a controversial issue that some people may not like to take. It may sound somehow absurd, but it is true. Do you know why I am advising you not to marry? Do you know that marriage can easily put you in a kind of prison that you may regret for the rest of your life? Do you know? Have you ever bothered to find out why a lot of married people are not ready to disclose the truth to you? They're not ready to tell you anything. They can never. Okay? So they can't tell you exactly what they're going through in their marriages. They cannot. So why are they keeping this age-long, highly close, kept secret against those planning to marry? That is a good question, begging for answers. Why are they keeping it secret? In any moment you declare that you want to settle down, you want to marry, you see a lot of them coming out to finance your marriage moves, as if they are planning to force you into initiation. Okay? So all these and more is what I'm going to talk to you about. It's what I'm going to inform you about in this my today's video titled Why You Should Not Marry. Or 1. Trust issues. Yes. This is a situation when you are not at ease with your partner. You are not at ease with her. You're always combing her phones, going through her messages and chats, calling her every now and then, just because there is no trust. There is no element of trust. Probably your partner is a kind of, doing kurukere movement. That was why the level of suspicion you have about her started raising up, started jumping up higher, So it is a kind of movement that keeps on confusing you in the marriage at per second billing. So don't get married if you cannot trust your partner, because if you do, you may not like what you are going to meet at the divorce court. Don't get married if you are not ready. Number 2, health considerations. If there are issues about her health and you can't, there's nothing you can do. You can't do anything humanly possible to avert it. You can't change it. There is no point. There is no point to continue fooling yourself, thinking that you can manage it. Sometimes there are this kind of sicknesses, that if you put all the whole money in the whole wide world, it cannot be able to do anything. You don't need to go continue fooling yourselves about that, or you will start thinking that you can manage it. It is not something that you can withstand for so long a time without breaking down. You cannot withstand it. So in order to avoid future shedding of tears and gnashing of teeth, please avoid going into this kind of relationship, avoid going into marriage, so as to avoid, oh, had I known, or what the Igbos will call, to avoid shouting anyam, 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 which always comes at last. Anyway, Ogu Emmanuel is my name. This is a place where people come to get inspired. I talk about relationships, family, lifestyles, and sex. If you are new here, you are highly welcomed. And a special thanks to all my esteemed viewers. That's my returning viewers and the new ones. Please don't forget to subscribe to this new channel. So let's continue. Number 3, sacrifice your independence. A lot of things can never be the same again when once you have decided to marry. Since you have taken the decision to marry, to go settle down with someone, you must have to consider forgoing a lot of things, like that your so much independence that you cherish a lot, that your precious freedom. I mean, that your special way of doing your personal things. You must have to forgo all those things that you think that suits you alone personally. So this time around, marriage will make you lose that your so much cherished independence, freedom of choice and condition. So those are the things that marriage will make you lose. It might also bring along a lot of unexpectations, different ways and cultures of doing things, and the new way of handling people too. Even if you are not so much comfortable about them, marriage will force you to learn how to manage and handle people. You must now think of your partner's feelings first. If you really think, or if you really want to marry, you have to think about her feelings first, before yours. So if you can't take it, then marriage is not for you. It's not for you. Number 4, you must compromise. Yes. If it happens to be that you are a kind of, this rigid type of person that is not yet ready to accommodate or to compromise for a free flow of emotions and feelings for your partner in the marriage, marriage cannot work if you or your partner are not yet ready to make compromises to each other, because you must have to carry each other along. It's very necessary. You must have to carry each other along. Although sometimes marriage can make you do some things you cannot tolerate, some things that can affect your mental health. You may not want to make compromises that might jeopardize your life or tomorrow. But if you are not ready, it is risky for you to dabble into it. So number 5, you are lonely. Very, very lonely. The solution to loneliness is not marriage. Some people used to think that as soon as you marry, that you are no longer going to be alone. A lot of married people are still very lonely in their marriages. Very, very, very lonely. So it will even make you more lonelier if care is not taken. Nobody's going to complete you. Nobody actually cares about you. It's transactional. Let me tell you the truth. Even that your so-called wife you wedded, that your so-called wife, she is not your missing rib or missing piece. She is not. A lot of married couples today are as ever lonely as they never thought. Yes, they are as ever lonely as they never thought it could be. It, it could be because of perhaps them. Marriage is a kind of prison where you are handcuffed with your wedding ring. That tiny wedding ring. It works magic more than that big handcuff that you see that the police and security people used to put on somebody's hands. You can call it a small ring, but it's a very big handcuff that they will use. And finally, after using that handcuff to lock your two hands together, you will still invite people to come eat on your account. People will come and eat on your behalf during that your wedding ceremony. You know, so those people that you invited, some of them will be a kind of monitoring spirit to your life, thereby making it very difficult for you not to enjoy from the other part of the divide. Yes. Number 6, because of aging, if your main reason for settling down is to rush against time, that is, you think that time is no longer on your side, or that time is no longer friendly, that's why you are rushing to get married, you may probably be making the biggest mistake of the century and that of your life. Yes. You don't just go marry because all your friends have already settled down. No, you don't. Because they have settled down in their perhaps husband homes or places, or that's all your male friends are now enjoying in their marriages. You may not like to know what is going on in there. Probably they may not like to tell you exactly what is going on in their marriages. So you might be in the process of making anyhow choice, then fall into a kind of partner that can make your life miserable for the rest of your life because you are rushing against time. So getting married because of time or age might lead you into mental health issue. So please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like, ring the notification bell and comment. Tell us your mind about this video on the comment section. Number 7, when you fight frequently, you know that this cannot work. Imagine you always fight each other at every slightest opportunity, as if it is going out of fashion. Sometimes getting violent. Is that how you are going to share the rest of your life as husband and wife? So since you have decided never to agree together as husband and wife, then the word understanding will be too far from your home. So as long as you two are always fighting each other, you two don't have any business coming together as husband and wife. You don't have any business coming together as husband and wife. Yes, sometimes couples can fight and settle, but not to the extent of being cats and dogs to each other all the time. You constitute a total nuisance to your neighbors. That means that marriage is not for you. Marriage is not for you. Number 8, because yes, you need children. Because you need children. That's why you are dabbling into marriage. Who told you that there is absolute guarantee that you will have children when you get married? Where is it written? What are you thinking? Please, do not make it, I don't know, do not make it your main idea or your main reason of going into marriage. A lot of things have changed these days. There is this possibility you can still have a lot of kids without any husband or wife. Yes, it's possible because there are so many ways or means of organizing child or children for yourself due to this advent of modernity. So you can still force yourself on a compromised partner only to find out that all those 3 children you thought were yours are not actually your own. That is the woman you thought you married, that you've been living together with for example, 3 children. You do not even know that those children are being fathered by someone else, not even you. Then after you begin to shout, Anyamo, Anyamo, my eyes, my eyes. A lot of women these days, they can turn water into wine. You should go to Equatorial Guinea and ask them about what is going on there. Both men and women, they can do wonders these days. So, number 9, you're married because of wedding. Yes, I want to do a society wedding. You decided to marry because you wanted to show off, you wanted to have a society wedding. Don't forget, a wedding is just for a day, just a single day. That wedding you've been planning for ages will take place only for some few hours, because it will not even take the whole day. It's just for a day. Let the truth be told. So, but marriage is meant for lifetime. It's supposed to be for lifetime. That's what marriage is all about, or what it should be. So if you don't have any plans to make your marriage work, it is then useless to go inviting people, to go inviting the creme de la creme of the society to come witness a wedding that may probably lead 2 of you to a divorce court. The 10th and the last one, trapping him down with wifey. Sometimes some parents and relatives used to do this. There are some families where the members will conspire to organize a woman for a man as a kind of plan or mechanism for calming him down. Maybe Okoye refused to cool down for Jesus. So the parents will look for a young girl, force it on him to use it to calm him down by force. That is not a marriage. So when in the process of trying to calming Okoye down, they don't even care to know if Okoye is interested, ready or not. They just need a young girl to pack on top of his head, whether he likes it or not. Even if they don't have any feelings, they are kind of what we call fake couple. They are not just married. They are just existing. So the families come together, apply manipulations, threats, and intimidations somehow, forcefully matchmake you and that lady by fire, by force, to be husband and wife. That is not marriage. Don't go into this type. The family believe that maybe getting a wife or making children will bring Okoye's eyes down. It will force Okoye. Sometimes the thing does, sometimes it works. Yes, sometimes it works, but not all the time. Majority of the time it doesn't. Because these days it's too dangerous to go look for wives for somebody, or even to recommend for someone. Nobody is interested to share another person's blame these days. People are tired of carrying their own personal problems, not to talk of adding it up again with another person's own. So people sometimes find it difficult to ask you to go and marry this person. So a lot of issues must have to be considered. If not, don't expect any transformation from that guy or from the person. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I did not take your presence on this channel for granted. Please subscribe to my channel, click like, ring the notification bell, okay? Ring the bell, it doesn't cost to do so, it's free. Please let me know in the comment section, write to us, go to the comment section, write to us, tell us what you think about today's video. I promise you another beautiful video next time. I love you.